Good Wednesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. 3 weeks in a row now, three straight weeks, we have hit 80 degrees at least once, and that is the case today. Another, I believe, record high. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis now. Record high today, correct?
Yeah, so the previous record at Westover Air Reserve Base was 75 and set in 2020. Unofficially, we got up to 81 today at Westover. We'll know for certain what the official high was at 7 o'clock or just after 7 o'clock. So another superlatively warm day. And by the way, we got to 80 as well at Barnes Airport in Westfield. Let's take a quick look at traffic. It's been a warm day, and you can see here I-91 is running fine, 391, 291 looking good. West of the Connecticut River, the Mass Pike is good. I do want to alert you, if you are headed toward Worcester, there's a big I in the middle of the pike. We really don't know what this means, but as far as we can see, traffic is moving along just fine on the pike. Let's take a look at the red flag warning graphic that we have up. Once again, brush fire danger with the warm air, lack of rain, low humidity, and wind. All of these ingredients combining for very high brush fire danger here in western Massachusetts. This red flag warning continues until 6 o'clock tonight. As we were talking about, we still have temperatures that are very close to 80 degrees. In fact, it's 80 right now at Barnes Airport in Westfield, 79 Springfield, 78 Northampton, mid-70s in Greenfield and Orange. And there's that wind, which is just pouring on the brush fire danger here. So be ready for a breeze as you head outside this afternoon or early this evening. We were hoping for a little bit of rain. So far, that has not happened. Just a couple of sprinkles on radar. Chances are this is not making it to the ground over Franklin County and northern Berkshire County. And it looks like we're dry for the rest of the week. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Okay, Brian, thank you. Now for the latest on the election results from yesterday and this morning. Donald Trump has been re-elected to serve as second term as president of the United States. This would make him the 47th president and only the second candidate in the U.S. history to win non-consecutive White House terms. The first being Grover Cleveland, who was the 22nd and 24th president. Trump's victory comes as he won in key swing states such as North Carolina, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. He left office in 2021 on the back of claims that he had incited an assault on the U.S. Capitol building and was also convicted earlier this year on multiple counts of business fraud. The 78-year-old will become the oldest president ever inaugurated, beating President Biden's record by 5 months. The Republican Party has won control of the Senate. There were GOP wins in a handful of key races, ensuring the new majority and flipping party control of the upper chamber. Republicans last won a majority in the Senate back in 2018 before Democrats went on to secure a narrow majority in the two most recent elections. The Massachusetts seat that was up for grabs went to incumbent Senator Elizabeth Warren, who beat out Republican challenger John Deaton. This will be Warren's third term in office. And the votes are still coming in to see who will control the House of Representatives. The race has not yet been called, but NBC News shows Republicans leading the Democrats 207 to 186. However, both of the incumbent Democratic candidates representing Western Massachusetts were re-elected to the House. Representative Richard Neal has secured his seat in the 1st Congressional District. Neal was up against independent challenger Nadia Millerone. And Representative Jim McGovern secured his seat in the 2nd District for a 16th. Are in. The first question asking voters to allow the state auditor to examine the finances of our state's legislative boards has passed with over 71% of the vote. Question 2 asked voters to eliminate the MCAS graduation requirement for public high schools in our state. It has also passed with at least 59% of that vote. Question 3, asking if rideshare drivers should be able to unionize, has passed with over 53% of the vote. Question 4, dealing with legalizing medicinal psychedelics, has failed to pass. And question 5 has also failed to pass. It asked voters if the minimum wage for tipped workers should rise to be level with the state minimum wage of $15 an hour. We're back now with Brian Lapis. Some sprinkles out there this afternoon and evening, but again, another dry day.
Yeah, we really need a soaking rain or a snowstorm to solve our dry drought problems and our brush fire problems, and we're not seeing any of those things anytime soon. So let's take a look. Clouds and radar showing a couple of sprinkles right now over Franklin County. Again, that's probably not making it to the ground. And there are also a couple of sprinkles off to the west. So we can't rule out a scattered raindrop, especially west of the Connecticut River as we head into the afternoon and early evening hours. But most of us will not see a drop of rain. 7 o'clock here this evening. Some scattered clouds. Stays relatively breezy here this evening out of the west. 9 o'clock tonight, scattered clouds. Mild night with temperatures in the 70s and 60s. Overnight lows will be in the 50s, we expect. And here's midnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. A few clouds to start the day, and then we become mostly sunny shortly after noon, if not sooner, and another breezy day with high temperatures we expect in the 60s. We'll update weather for the second half of the work week, and we're always checking the weekend with our 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News at 5.
The state's highest court heard arguments today for Karen Reed's defense attorneys who want some of her charges dropped following a mistrial in July. Reed's attorneys said the jury reached a decision to acquit her on charges of second-degree murder and leaving the scene of a crash in her first trial. They argued that retrying on those charges is double jeopardy. Both sides are also asking the trial judge to delay the trial from January to April. NVIDIA is once again the most valuable company in the world. The tech giant rose nearly 3% yesterday to reach a market cap of $3.4 trillion, surpassing Apple. NVIDIA is the world's top supplier of GPUs, which are used in the development of advanced AI software. This is the second time this company has been named as the most valuable company in the world. Its stock has climbed by more than 2,700% in the past 5 years. Well, starting tonight at 5 o'clock, Election Day has come and gone, and the future of our country's leaders has been decided. We'll have a full breakdown of each of the contested races. Plus, due to the increased risk of brush fires, outdoor burning bans continue. What you should know, and see how the Springfield Boys and Girls Club has renovated their facilities.
Traffic moving along just fine up and down I-91 and across the Mass Pike as well. 391, 291 looking good. North and South End bridges are moving smoothly as well, and weather continues to be generally dry. A little bit of a cooling trend as we head toward the weekend. We'll show you on 22 News at 5.
Brian, thanks, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather anytime on our website, wwlp.com, and the 22 News app.